right, guys, this is a rundown on how to do slide 19 and 20 on your genetics Jamboard. If you look at the left side of this slide, I'm asking you, the term that I gave you, is that a gene or is that an allele? So to give you kind of a hint here, a gene is something that is broad. It's a category. Everybody has a gene for freckles or no freckles. But you either have the allele that says you will have freckles or you have the allele that says you won't. So I want you to think of a gene as a category and it's broad. Think of an allele as specific. So the first one I gave you was eye color. Everybody has an eye color. We just have different versions of the eye color. So an eye color is a gene because, again, it's not specific, it's broad, everybody has it. Different versions of an eye color, blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, those would be alleles. Alleles are different versions of a gene. Number 2, round seed. A round seed is being specific about the shape of the seed. So round seed would be allele, and you can write the letter A or you can write the word. But round seed is an allele because I'm being specific about the shape of the seed. Okay? So continue down that column, look at the right side now. I asked you to determine if these genotypes are heterozygous, homozygous dominant, or homozygous recessive. Looking at that first one, big A, little a, those are two different letters. One is dominant, one is recessive. So that is heterozygous since hetero means different. The second one says big B, big B. Well, they're both capital. They're both dominant alleles. Therefore, it has to be homozygous. And since they're both capital, we said that they're both dominant. So we're going to write HOD for homozygous dominant. So you can continue down that column to finish those. On our last slide, we want to answer these questions by making like a little key. So for number 1, it says in guinea pigs, brown fur is dominant to white fur. So the first thing you guys want to do is make a key using letters, whatever letters you want, of what's dominant and what's recessive. If I said brown fur is the dominant color, then we know that that's going to be represented by capital letters. So I'm going to use B for brown. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to be using a capital B, capital B. That's one way to get a brown furred guinea pig. Or capital B, lowercase b. Both of those genotypes will give me a guinea pig that's brown since brown is dominant. Looking at my white furred guinea pig, the only way to get a guinea pig with white fur, since it's recessive, is to have 2 recessive alleles. So we're going to write little b, because 2 lowercase letters, 2 lowercase recessive alleles is the only way to get a guinea pig with that color. So if you guys look at number 1A, it says, what is the genotype of a homozygous brown furred guinea pig? First of all, genotype means genes, means letters, means alleles. So we're thinking the letters of what genes that guinea pig got. When I said homozygous, we know homo means the same. So I need the letters to be the same. And it says that the guinea pig is brown. So we need to look back at our key. The brown fur is dominant. So we're going to be using capital B, or capital B, lowercase b. And since I told you it's homozygous brown, the answer to letter A is capital B, capital B. Skipping down to D, D says, what's the phenotype for a guinea pig who's capital B, lowercase b? Again, look back at your key. If I look at the top, I have capital B, lowercase b. Well, that's one dominant allele, one recessive allele. I would still show the dominant trait. So the phenotype or physical appearance of that guinea pig would be brown.